Hey everyone, it's Jamie from the LCUSD Tech Team, and I want to welcome you to this week's edition of the Parent Tech Newsletter for August 18th. So, second day of school, it's been a little crazy, but reflecting on the past 48 hours and what we can do to make sure this is really good for everyone is we have to prioritize a few things. So I want to walk you through this week's newsletter in terms of our top priorities, and I'll offer focus on making sure people are getting to class. We want to talk about getting accounts working, troubleshooting connections, how to access resources, and the last one is really kind of a thank you, a shout out, and the idea that we're going to keep making this better. Okay, so let's start with first priority, getting to class. So I keep thinking that today is like Triage Tuesday versus Tech Tuesday, because we've just got to figure out the right things to work on. And most importantly is making sure all of our students are able to get to class. So this is highest priority. If this is something that you're struggling with, I have this form I want you to fill out. You're going to click this link. You're going to let us know who you are, and we are going to get you help tomorrow. So possibly tonight, because I'm going to check this as soon as this goes out, and I want to see who I can help as fast as possible. So know that our number one priority right now is ensuring that all students are getting to class. And this could be that maybe there's a login issue, there's an internet issue, a hardware issue, whatever it is, we're going to try to help you. So fill this out and we're going to get to you. That's top priority. Second, and this is kind of related to the first one, but we need to make sure your accounts are working. So the most important tool that the students have right now is their mylcusd.net account. And that is a Google account. So that's how it connects all of the things in our world to them for access. So make sure you know that the MyLCUSD account is a Google account, and we have everything kind of routing through that so the logins are easy to use as much as we can. So if you don't know what your student's school Google account is, you can log into the Aries Parent Portal and you'll see it. You'll go to student info and then demographics. You'll be able to see it there. If you need a password, TK through 4, your site secretaries can give you that password along with the tech team, but just giving you one more resource. And then you can also get it reset if you're in grades 5 through 12 and it's not working. Put in a tech ticket or give the tech team a call and we'll get that password reset for you. So know that we can help you and make sure your accounts are working. For our TK through 1 families, you need Seesaw. And so I've been helping a ton of you over the past week, but we need to make sure you're all in. Here's a video that shows you exactly how to log in. I want to make sure this works for you, so check this out. And then for 2 through 12, you're accessing all of your things through Google Classroom, and here's a link directly there. Okay, so I want to make sure you know on all of our school websites, we have this toolbar going across the top here. This is going to help you get to all the things related to schoolwork. So first, Google Drive. All students have access to this. This is where you can work on your projects or access documents. All the things related to your Google world are stored here in Google Drive. For students in 3 through 12, you have your Gmail access here. For everyone, ClassLink, this is where all your digital stuff lives. So know that that's a quick way to get to ClassLink. Illuminate is a tool that's going to be used in the coming weeks for assessment. So you'll learn more about that from your teachers if that's brand new. Here's a direct link to Classroom, and this is where all students are going to be accessing some things, specials for TK through 6, and then classes for 2nd through 12th grade. And then lastly, here's your calendar. Awesome tool if you're not using this, but you'll see some of your Google Classroom assignments showing up there, but also you can kind of use this to kind of manage your time, so something to check out. Okay, so that is making sure your accounts work. I want to point out we have a tech hotline. If you need us urgently, please give us a call, 952-4283. And then we'll get back to you. You might hear me picking up the hotline as the team gets busy or has to step out to help teachers. So we are there for you. And then backside of this, so troubleshooting connections. There are a few things you can do if your Zoom or Google World starts to go crazy. And so I outline those for you here. Not all of them will work for every single person, because sometimes it relies on another resource or a cable or different infrastructure in your house. But I wanted to give you everything I knew how to do in order to kind of make these fixes. And so, but lastly, I also have an article here that just gives you a general overview of kind of understanding the ins and outs of Zoom and some of the challenges. So I think this is a really good resource you might want to take a look at. I also want to just say that some of this, we're just at the mercy of the systems, and we try to control everything in our little world, and this is where we don't have that control. So as other big districts come online around us in the coming days and weeks, we may see that the morning starts a little rough, but it tends to work itself out over time. And we've seen this historically when we've launched new systems or made massive shifts like this. It's just as the world wakes up and everybody comes online, everything starts to balance, and we see lags and outages. So teachers are working on backup plans for that. They'll come up with ways to ensure that we, still take care of each other and take care of the students. But just expect it's going to be a little bumpy as we start to kind of get into our groove. And know that with Spectrum, we're working on kind of advocating for improvements. And so I want to thank our city council and our school board for supporting that those efforts. And we're going to keep working on that. So know that there's bigger things at play, but we're all trying to make this better. Okay, last two, accessing resources. So we've been doing our best over the last few years to kind of push everything into ClassLink. And of course, with just the amount of devices and people and teachers and all the needs and kind of transporting everything we know about school to an online platform, we're a tiny bit behind on getting these out to you. So know that after we ensure we've got everybody getting to class and being able to log in and getting their user accounts working, we're really going to then push all of our efforts into getting these resources organized. So we're a small little team in the district in the tech department, but we are mighty, and we are working on this concurrently. But know that right now we have to prioritize those other pieces, and then this will all be worked out soon. And so it shouldn't take us too long, but we need about a week or so, plus a few days to kind of get this finalized, and all of that will be working. So thanks for your patience on that. I know some of you are eager to get in there and use some of those resources. And then, okay, lastly, so this is kind of a shout out, and then also just a note. So it's day 2. We had bugs, we had successes. I liked that Mr. Cardinal yesterday in one of our meetings said that, once it hit 1 o'clock at the high school, he felt like the campus, audibly sighed in relief that we made it through the first day. It's a lot, and I know you're feeling it as much as we're feeling it. But what I wanted to say is we're grateful to all the parents and families and students and teachers for working so hard to kind of get these new routines set and kind of adjust. We're building schedules, but we're also reflecting. We're really thinking about how to do things like take attendance a little bit better. How do we improve discussions? How do we get more kids interacting? Like, know that the teachers are thinking every day about those improvements, and the tech department is working to support those ideas as well as making things better for you. So know that we're reflecting, and we're going to get better over time, and we just appreciate this partnership. Okay, those are my 5 items for you, and thank you so much. I'll be talking to you soon.